You know, it just happens so fast, faster than you would really ever think. You can get distracted for just a moment. There's so many different ways to get distracted.
That can keep us away just for the moments that it takes to have a child get out of our sight. Our computers, our phones, the doorbell ringing.
Or maybe you've shown them something that they like and the next time they want to do it, you're not around.
We can take all the precautions from the alarming, the fence, to security cameras, to everything that's out there that is available. The children can get away from us so quickly.
And literally in a few minutes, your whole life turns upside down. Oh, Joshua was pretty special.
Brown-haired, brown eyes. He had the biggest eyes.
Just beautiful little boy. Everywhere we went, people would stop and want to hug him or talk to him.
He was the happiest little man. My mother-in-law, she just said, I don't know how you got something so perfect. But he was perfect in every way.
It was one of those really nice, beautiful days. Family had been over swimming. Some had left, some were on their way back over to swim some more. And I was sitting on the pool steps with Josh, and he, exceptionally cute that day. And I said, I haven't been clicking enough pictures lately. And I said to Kathy, I'm going to go get the camera. I'll be right back. When I came back down the stairs, I noticed my mother and father-in-law were coming in the side door. My brother and his daughter were coming in the front door.
And then we were getting food ready. So when that transition happened was when we kind of lost sight of Joshua.
And about that time, I heard Kathy say,
"Where's Josh?"
Whenever you hear that as a parent, I don't care where you're at or what your environment is, your heart drops.
And that's when I had looked out the back door and I saw him in the pool. And I just remember screaming out his name. We got him out of the pool. They started doing CPR on him and brought him inside. In the hospital, they were able to get him breathing again.
And the doctor, had a pretty somber look on his face. I said, "How's he doing?" And he just flat out just said, "Not good.
There's no hope."
And they just said, "He's breathing, but he's not here."
He'd never be that little boy that was running and playing and laughing, and we were told that we probably had to make a decision.
You're having to make the decision, well, I'm going to let him go in hopes that it makes a difference for somebody else.
We were able to take him off all the tubes so we can hold him.
We had probably 30 family members right there with us.
And he died about 45 minutes afterwards. But he was able to give life to other kids. So we were really proud of that.
The realism does not sink in for a long, long time. You can't walk down the hallway past his room without looking twice. Those types of things are the hard part.
Really, through our family and our friends and our faith, have been able to continue on and grow out of this and really take something that was so tragic and hopefully bring something triumphant. We had all these people that generously were donating and giving money.
But we wanted to give back, and part of what we wanted to do was give back in Joshua's name.
Well, when we did start the foundation and started doing research on how many children and how many deaths there were in drownings, we were amazed and shocked that it was 10 children a day on average in the United States alone.
We said, well, this obviously is what we got to try to do something with. It's a two-pronged problem. It's the mental education and it's the physical education. And The easiest, fastest way to make a difference with this is to mentally get children to understand they don't go around water unless they're with an adult.
I mean, we were taught at a young age, all of us were, to look both ways when we cross the street, to hold our hands in parking lots, and don't touch that, that's hot.
We hope that water becomes one of those teachable moments for adults, and we hope that that's one of the messages that we get across through the foundation. And then the other aspect of it, getting children into the water as early as you possibly can. There's a part of the foundation that's Float for Life, and that's teaching infants as early as 6 months how to hold their breath and float on their back, and it's amazing that what they can do and how they can do that. I thought the interesting way to do it was to create a character that the kids could really buy into, but just put them in their natural environment. The beauty of the otters is they float on their back. When we saw that these different infant and toddler water training courses, I mean, they can accidentally fall in the pool and they learn to hold their breath and they flip up on their back and they float on their back. Well, immediately I saw that online and I went, wow, you know, we should be able to teach all children to do that. We've already heard from instructors that teach these classes. Children are walking in and say, okay, I'm ready to be an otter.
We really believe that it is saving lives just through continually keeping that awareness. And the parents, you know, they're getting it, you know, as much as the kids are. When Joshua passed away, we had 6 drownings that year. And so we've not seen that number since it's been in the curriculum in Lincoln. We hope really to see that number to continue to drop, you know, anywhere that the program starts. You know, when we first did this, we really had no idea how far we could reach. And when we started getting the emails and the calls and stuff like that, how can we get this book? It really is just pushing us and pulling us in directions that, you know, way beyond what we thought. We're just now getting the book out in Spanish. We just got it translated.
Amazingly enough, in just a few short years, we're already in 16 states with the Rotary clubs doing the program. We've sent the book to every state in the country. We're also in Australia and Pakistan.
We can actually even continue to save even more lives in these areas that really need it.
It was created in memory of Joshua, to do good for Joshua, for other children in Joshua's name. And so that's how the foundation was basically created, and why it'll live on for a long, long time. Hopefully, long after we're gone, it'll be there making a big difference. Since the creation of this video, the Joshua Collingsworth Memorial Foundation has reached well over 1 million children. It is estimated that each year over 200,000 children are introduced to the Josh the Baby Otter book through the Foundation's volunteers, partners, and team members. Over 120,000 books have been distributed to children, and hundreds of thousands of coloring books and supplemental materials have been handed out as well. Volunteers in nearly every state have been involved with the project, and volunteers abroad have even taken Josh the Otter all the way to Australia, Singapore, Zambia, Colombia, Chile, and the United Kingdom. By the end of 2015, the Josh the Baby Otter book will be translated into 50 languages so that it'll be available digitally online. Thank you for being part of saving lives. You too can be involved by visiting joshtheotter.org.